I'm not trying to fleece you. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you do well. But you have to listen to the boring stuff. You have to get through those monotonous rants where it feels like get to the point. The point is you're going to you're going to endure moments where it's going to feel like it doesn't work, or you're going to have questions about why doesn't this concept work in this instance. If you realize what I'm talking about when I'm doing these discussions, I'm fortifying you mentally to be able to endure that, because that's where everybody quits. Those moments, that's where everybody loves it. They're walking around with perpetual erections, in the male category of my students, when they're making money. They're walking around, and I'm gonna tell you something. When they do the right things with ICT concept, that is Viagra. Okay, guaranteed, girlfriends and wives are satisfied. Okay, they're getting everything they hoped for the weekend or that evening. But when they don't listen to sound logic, okay, it's dysfunction. It's dysfunction. And it takes the wind out of your sails completely. And for those of you that are male, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You could be going to the gym working out. You could be fit as a fiddle. You could be having the right duds. You could be dressed out and macked out with all the nice whips and cars, and you're doing well. But when you lose and you know you did it to yourself, it sucks. You don't want to be looked at by anybody else. You don't want to be judged by anybody else. You don't even want to talk about charting. You don't even talk about trading. You want to ignore it. Well, those moments, unless you rein that in properly, that will lead into a tailspin, because you're going to want to fix that bad feeling, that toxic feeling of, a small little segment of failure. That's not the end of your career. But if you have not been properly mentored and spoken to with mindset, how do you wrestle with the struggles of doing this? Because it's one thing to talk about this is what works in this instance in the marketplace. But what happens when you do it wrong, understandably in the beginning, because you're learning, you're getting an experience. Every time you sit down and you study the market, if you're using that 2022 mentorship model, you have a specific expectation in the marketplace. And every transaction and time invested, you're getting experience from it. It may not be a positive one where you come out where, oh, I would have made money if I would have did this. If you go into this initially expecting that as a constant or majority of the results, you're going to be discouraged. Why? Doesn't this stuff work, Michael? Yes, it does. But it works well in the hands of an apt pupil. Someone that's been doing all the things, taking notes, studying, using all the supportive lessons beyond the first 5 or so videos in that mentorship series.